Rajapakshe of Girls High School Kandy to present the research ASCR4 on the topic Development of a Novel Proceeding Method to Improve the Sensory Quality of Green Tea and Comparison of Green Tea Processed by Different Methods in Sri Lanka.
Today, I am going to present my findings of the research on development of a novel processing method to improve the sensory quality of green tea and comparison of green tea processed by different methods in Sri Lanka. I am Kaveesha Rajapakshe from Girls High School Kandy. So, let me give you a brief introduction about green tea. As we all know, green tea is a beverage processed from tender tea leaves. It has been very popular due to its mild flavor, color, aroma, and especially its reported health benefits such as weight loss and predicting for illnesses. Processing attention is given to the color, aroma, and flavor of the green tea. The preservation of color can be obtained by inactivation of browning enzymes, which are known as polyphenol oxidases of the green tea. Drying under controlled temperatures will help to preserve the aroma and flavor. Let us take a look at the research problem of this research. Green tea in Sri Lanka uses different methods of enzyme inactivation and drying. However, most of this green tea do not meet the expected sensory quality. It can be mainly due to the problems associated with enzyme inactivation and drying. Therefore, there is a timely importance of improving the quality of green tea by modifying its processing steps. The aim of this research is to improve the quality of green tea by a novel and also a low temperature drying method at an affordable cost. To achieve this aim, two objectives were developed. One is to dry leaves at a refrigerated temperature and to compare the quality of the green tea processed using other drying methods used locally. Two is to use different methods of enzyme inactivation before drying and to compare the quality of green tea processed by refrigerated drying with the other drying methods used locally. It was hypothesized that slow drying under refrigerated conditions can improve the sensory qualities of green tea. Prior inactivation of browning enzymes can improve the quality of green tea processed under refrigerated drying conditions. This research was categorized under three main categories. One is industrial methods. This can be also known as large-scale methods. Two is cottage methods. This method can be also known as home-scale methods. Three, novel refrigerator methods that we are going to propose in this study. Under industrial methods, two methods were used. One is steam blanching followed by oven drying, and the second one is hot pan blanching followed by oven drying. And under cottage methods as well, two methods were used. Hot water blanching followed by sun drying, and hot water blanching followed by shade drying. And under the methods that we proposed in this study, four methods were developed. They are steam blanching followed by refrigerated drying, hot pan blanching followed by refrigerated drying, freezing followed by refrigerated drying, and lastly the control, which does not have any pre-treatment but is only dried in the refrigerator. Let us take a look of the process of green tea. Third was hot water blanching. Here, the tea leaves are put into water which is at the boiling point, 100 degrees Celsius, for 2 minutes. And the second method is steam blanching. To heat for 2 minutes. And here is hot pan blanching. Here, the leaves are kept in a hot pan which is heated up to about 100 degrees Celsius for 2 minutes. And lastly, it is freeze blanching. In freeze blanching, the leaves are kept in the freezer for 12 hours under minus 12 degrees Celsius. Here is a picture of the green tea samples which has been processed under these methods and after it has been dried. Here are the same samples of green tea after it has been ground into fine pieces. Here we can see a picture of the green tea, the brewing process of green tea. The brewing conditions of the green tea are 2 grams of green tea in 150 milliliters of boiling water for 1.5 minutes. This is the sensory testing which was conducted for this study. The main sensory attributes which was considered while making this evaluation was color, aroma, and most importantly, flavor. This picture shows us the green tea liquor which has been obtained after the tea has been brewed. As you can see, T5 and T7 has been partially fermented. These are the tea liquor which has been used for the sensory testing by the sensory evaluators. This picture shows us the process of sensory evaluating by the 12 panelists who consume green tea. This evaluation was conducted as a 9-scale test from rank 1 to rank 9, where rank 1 represents dislike extremely and rank 9 represents like extremely. Here is an example of a ballot sheet of a sensory evaluator who participated in this evaluation. Now, let us move to the findings of this study. Here is the results of the sensory evaluation which has been taken based on the different attributes of the green tea, namely color, aroma, and flavor. Under color, the best preference was for T4 and T6, and for aroma, the best preference was for T1 and T6, and for flavor, the best preference was for 3 T's, which was T1, T4, and T6. As you can see, T1 was steam blanching followed by oven drying, T4 was hot water blanching followed by shade drying, and T6 was hot pan blanching followed by refrigerated drying. Here are the overall results of the sensory tests conducted using the green tea. Here we can see T5, which is steam blanching followed by refrigerated drying, was highly disliked by the consumers because steaming adds moisture which delays the drying and accelerates fermentation. And also we can see T7, which is freeze blanching followed by refrigerated drying, was also highly disliked by the consumers because freezing damages tissues and accelerates fermentation. The control, which didn't have any pre-treatment but was only dried in the refrigerator, even without blanching, it has managed to have a higher sensory qualities even without blanching and only being refrigerated. And lastly, T7, which is hot pan blanching followed by refrigerated drying, had the best sensory properties because hot pan blanching removes moisture and the low temperature of the refrigerator has preserved its sensory qualities. Now let us move to the conclusions of this research. The highest overall preference was observed for the green tea processed by heating on a hot pan followed by refrigerated drying, which is T6. In this research, it was hypothesized that slow drying under refrigerated conditions will improve the color, aroma, and flavor of the green tea, and it was found to be correct. It can be concluded that the green tea processed by heating on a hot pan followed by refrigerated drying had the best sensory qualities compared to other green tea methods practiced currently in Sri Lanka. Therefore, refrigerated drying method is a novel and also a low-cost method of improving the quality of green tea. Thank you very much for your attention.